Hello and welcome back. Welcome to Crimson Grey. I'm your main man, Aaron Paradise, and I thought it's time for another story game. And I saw this, and I was like, I saw the sequel, and I was like, ooh, okay. And then I was like, oh, there's a prequel, and I missed it. Okay, so yeah. Now, I don't know. Is the music? The music was really loud. I did turn it down. But yeah. But anyway, Crimson Grey. With as much as I've seen about it, and it's just pictures mostly. By the looks of things, it seems about a Yandere. So, anime tropes. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I got achievements straight away. Hell yeah. John had always thought of himself as a stable person. That's a lie already. Stability worked out well when he was just trying not to let the little things get him down. It wasn't so great when everything was crumbling around him. So yeah, welcome to Crimson Grey with Aaron Paradise, where he's gonna fuck up words, cause reasons. When the entire world started seeming grey and flat, okay, then he began wondering if all that stability would kill him. And if he would care when it did. Got some. Maybe I was wrong. I don't know, but by the looks of the pictures I saw, it seems like the girl was crazy, but at the moment it seems like John's crazy. And I'm guessing I'm John. I'm John now. There weren't any highs or lows anymore. Whatever happened to him, John didn't feel happy or sad. He was just broken. He's gonna start laughing to himself and going, wonderful! Classmate, #1. Hey, what are you doing spacing out, man? Classmate 2. You're a real head case these days, John. You're going to float away on us? Sorry, I just got distracted. Ugh. A moment later, he started drifting away again. Even his friend's voice were nothing but buzzing in his ears, meaningless sounds echoing in his hollow shell. They weren't even really his friends. They were friends with the happy-go-lucky person he'd been at the beginning of high school. Ha! Anime tropes already, high school stuff. These days, they joked about him being no fun. But it was more than a joke. They'd get tired of him, find someone else, and then he'd be alone. He wasn't sure whether or not that would be worse. Whoa, is that creepy chick staring at us? I think she is. Who is that anyway? Lizzie Does. Lizzie Does. I think. In our year, right? John, doesn't she have math with you or something? It took John a second to even register the question. They were staring at some girl who was staring back at them. Blonde hair, blue eyes, white chick. Who does that remind me of? And also crazy. Definitely, who does that remind me of? Haha. I'm an asshole. She looked the same as all the other girls at their school. Shia, maybe she could probably hear them talking about her. He wanted to say something but kept silent. Damn, she's really strange. Well, fuck. Staring. No, I was going to say. Is she staring at us or John? I think it's him. Haha. You think she's a stalker? ... She heard. Did she hear that? Oh dear. Yeah, those are some crazy eyes. Haha. You better watch out, John. You're a real sad sack these days, but you can do better than her. Shut up! The words were past his lips before he could stop them. Why did he have to open his mouth now, of all times? But he couldn't let them keep talking about her like that. People called him creepy or crazy all the time, and he hated it. But after those 2 words, he just stood there like an idiot. Even when something mattered to him, he couldn't pull himself together. What's wrong with you, man? Don't say things like that about people you don't know. She's just hanging out up here like we are. No, she's giving us some serious crazy eyes. Just leave her alone, okay? She hasn't done anything to you. She's okay, man. You think she's going to fall in love with you as her handsome protector or something? Haha, that'd be just like John. Could these classmates please have some names? You want to talk to the crazy girl? Be our guest. We're heading back to class. Don't wait up, man. ... You love the ... The way her eyes moved, John thought that she was focused on him so intensely that she might not have even heard what the others said. Did it even bother her? He wished he could be like that, instead of the smallest of things sending him crashing into the state of worthlessness. But maybe she was like him, just capable of hiding it. John cleared his throat and walked up to check on her. ... Did her face change? Damn it, I'm looking at the text, I'm not looking at the pictures. Hey, sorry about them. They can be assholes sometimes. Yay, it's got swear in it, so I don't feel bad about what I said earlier now. ... Well, I guess I don't have to... I don't have a lot to say. Sorry if we bothered you. Yeah, picture change. ... John slot away and cursed his own idiocy. She had been fine without him. He just made everything worse. There had to be something hard in her eyes. A strength he didn't have. He had probably been projecting all his weakness onto her in the first place. She wasn't like him. Wasn't broken. Told ya! She could shrug off the things his friends had said and get on with her life. At least that meant she could shrug off his annoyance too. She probably just forget all about him. ... Good ... Thank you. Smile. Oh, creepy music. You're so kind. Such a kind person. The kindest person. The only person. Oh, God. I found you. I finally found you. I found you. You found you. I found you. Found you. She. Crimson Grey. Oh, I saw that. That tree behind her was on fire. I saw that. And she had a crazy look in her eye. Just like somebody I know. The teacher's voice was incomprehensible. Incomprehensible. but John knew he must be picking it up on some level. He wasn't sure how, but even though he strumbled through every day, he was doing okay in school. He could seem normal whenever he wanted to. It just didn't feel worth it. You're depressing me, dude. That was almost the worst part. He seemed normal, even though nothing was normal anymore. It wouldn't ever be normal again. What did Miss Smith say? High-functioning depression? Such an awful, empty phrase. At least class was over now. That was quick. He could go home, sleepwalk through his assignment, and then fall unconscious. At least for a few hours he could... Then he became aware of her. She was watching him. She seemed so sweet there, and then all of a sudden she goes crazy, and those eyes and the smile is like she got a knife. I assume Yanderes always have knives, don't they? Yanderes self-harm a lot, don't they? That's how I picked up on stuff in these story games. Maybe she wanted to thank him. No, he was being stupid. He'd done nothing worth thanking. Okay, so, who's the narrator now? More likely she wanted something from him, or most likely of all, maybe she didn't care about him and he was imagining the whole thing. She was still staring though. ... Smile at ignore her? Fuck that. Lose her in the hallway? Fuck that. Glare at her? That's creepy. Smile at her? Could be creepy. Go talk to her? Meh. Smile. ... Her expression was impossible to read. Was she shy? Was she embarrassed for him? Either way, he doubted it mattered. At least there was a lot of options there, though. He needed to get to his appointment anyway. He didn't want Miss Smith getting mad at him again. She sounds like a bad person. Miss the psychologist or something? Miss Smith was one of the only people John could focus on. He wasn't sure how much good she actually did him, aside from prescribing medicine. But at least she tried to help. I'm not really helping if she gets mad at her patients. At least she has a picture. Unlike classmate #1 and classmate #2. John, you're not looking so bad today. Did something good happen? He found his... Never mind. ... A boy your age ought to be more interested in girls. Are you dating someone? Oh. No, I can't focus on people. Maybe I could prescribe you something for that. What can you prescribe? Viagra. What could you prescribe for me focusing on... not me, John. For John to focus on people. I'm good at focusing on people by ignoring the fuck out of them. We don't have any we don't have any on hand now. But I could get it quickly. Why am I reading like that? That's an advantage of having a Coatech in town. I don't want to take this medicine anymore. I don't think it's working. The Paxington? But that's the first one you've really responded to. I feel worse. Every day is so grey. Voices just echo. Can't I go back to a generic medicine? John, you need to understand that you are deeply, clinically depressed. It's my professional opinion that you should, under no condition, go off your medication. Much better than BetterHelp. God damn it. Aaron, just shut your mouth. Stop reflecting on real life problems. ... When you're getting used to the medication, there can be some initial side effect. Sometimes things have to get worse before they can get better, okay? Sounds shit. Okay. All the heard was that there was... all he heard was that he was too broken for any drug to fix. Oh god. He was so worthless, even the newest drug from Coitech didn't do anything. I'll renew your Paxentine prescription and see about getting you a complementary drug. We'll figure this out yet, John. ... Now, why don't you lie down over there and we can begin our session? Good. Get comfortable. Did anything special happen during the day today? No, it was a normal day. Bullshit. There was a crazy girl on the rooftop. The therapy session quickly fell away into a meaningless buzz. For a short time, at least, he didn't feel the emptiness. Finally, or too soon, it was over. Miss Smith told him he was doing well and sent him on his way. John slumped back home. The house was empty like it always was. Ever since his mother left, his father spent all his time working. What's with all these mothers, man? He did his homework. He ate. He cleaned the dishes. He sat down in front of the TV and stared at it without turning it on. Somehow, he dragged himself into bed and fell asleep. The routine used to be comforting, but now it was starting to erode his sanity. Whew! His mind had to crack eventually. Maybe it was already happening for a second. He thought he saw a girl out the window. She's talking. But no, there was nothing. Of course there wasn't. He really was losing it. Another day. He had to face it somehow. It seemed impossible until the moment he finally stumbled into class. Well, that looked like the bedroom. Oh, okay. School was the usual mindless buzz. There was a job fair announced in the third period, as if that meant anything at all. Almost everyone in the school would either go to the work for Coitech, move away, or stay in town and become unemployed. John wondered which one of those would happen to him, but from a distance, as if he was thinking about some person he barely knew. His grades were good enough to get into Coitech, but the process was so competitive. No, he didn't have enough energy for that. He couldn't imagine moving away, looking for a job in a strange city. Most mornings, the most he could imagine was surviving a day. But his father wouldn't support him, and his mother didn't want him. Once he graduated, there'd be no more way he could stay with either of them. What would happen to him then? Would he just become homeless, sit there and on the streets begging for change until one night he froze to death? Jesus Christ, maybe that was all he deserved. ... John, are you alright? Sorry, sir, I'm paying attention, honestly. I didn't ask that. I asked if you were alright. I'm fine. Well, be sure to talk to your counsellor if you're feeling bad, alright? We're lucky to have someone like Miss Smith with us. ... He had to keep it together. He remembered the lesson, but if people were starting to think something was wrong, his control was slipping. He did enough time to visit his locker. He had enough time to visit his locker. In between periods, there was more Paxentine there. He still had an extra dose left for the day. His locker was on the bottom row, so he always had to bend down and there was a piece of paper sitting in the middle of his locker. "Cheer up!" That was all it said. Nothing on the backside, no other clues. Probably a girl handwriting. Who left it? "Hey, did you see anyone messing with my locker?" "Huh? Did something get stolen? There was too many guys around here for me to notice." "It might have been a girl leaving a note." "Like a love note? Keep dreaming, John. You think any girl is going to love your sorry ass?" "Thanks." No, of course no one could love him. Oh my god! Ugh, John, I want to smack you. "So, you didn't see anyone? Okay, thanks." "Hey, John, you're going to tell me she's a Canadian?" "I'm heading back to class. See you later." "And she's really hot, right? Your imaginary girlfriend sound amazing. Imaginary girlfriend sound amazing." Oh. John knew he should probably just take some more Paxingtine and head back to class. Yet, he was still holding on to the paper. He wasn't sure why. It really could be a prank. One of those guys trying to trick him. If so, it would probably be followed by another fake note asking him to come out under the stupid confession tree, where they'd let him wait and then laugh at him. But just for a moment, he saw the girl watching him. Could it have been her? ... By the time he got to class, John had a new theory. She felt sorry for him. He must have looked pretty pathetic, and she recognized his misguided good intentions enough to feel pity. ... The rest of the school day passed in more of a blur than usual. He might be delusional, but part of John still hoped it wasn't a prank. He headed to his locker, not daring to imagine anything, and there was another paper waiting there for him. "That's a different handwriting." "They shouldn't say those things about you." "Oh shit!" It didn't even look like the same person handwriting. The first had been a beautiful calligraphy. This one was a horrid scroll. "Hell yeah," said... If it was all a prank, he no longer had any idea where they were going with this. He had already been beating himself up over saying the wrong thing, so this was too much for John. He headed straight home to get some sleep before he cracked completely. Okay. So, that's where I'm going to leave the first episode. Thank you for watching this creepy thing. Crimson Grey. How can it be crimson and grey? Come on. So yeah, thank you for watching. I've been your main man, Aaron Paradise. Please like, subscribe, comment and share all that fancy stuff. None of the creepy stuff, please. And I shall see you in the next episode. God damn it, the music's creepy. Thank you for watching, and bye.